Hi, we're at the 100th anniversary of St. John's International Alliance, and you'll recognize the person in the screen. It's Sister Myra Poole, who had such courage all of her life, and especially at our first Women's Ordination Worldwide conference in Dublin in July of 2001. She's a sister of Notre Dame de Namur and a member of St. John's International Alliance and a leader of church reform here in England. Myra, can you tell us a little bit about your take on where Catholics are these days, and in terms of their response to what's happening in the Vatican, or how they are working for reform in the church?
Yeah, I'm going to talk about England because Scotland's got different problems, probably worse than we've got. The problem is, it's a very young church, really, the Catholic Church over here, and it's an insecure church. And a lot of it, it's a very secular society, England, and a lot of the younger end in the Catholic Church have gone, particularly on the whole question of morality, your contraception, abortion, all these things. And the youngsters aren't just going to take it. Your thinking youngsters, my opinion is, most of them have gone. Mm-hmm. The ones who are staying in there, not all of them, but some of them, tend to be very, I use the secular terms, conservative. Just like the young priests over here are all of the right-wing bent. Mm-hmm. You think you're back before, well, I don't know where they think, they're dressed up to the nines, and it didn't even exist before Vatican II, so I don't know who think they are. I bet they wear long robes, long things in the streets. I call them the transvestites of the day. So this is one of our problems. We are a very secular society, and at the moment we're going through backlash, a big backlash, and there aren't many priests, but the priests we've got are right wing. Each parish is different, but what I am noticing, when the paedophilia crisis has definitely caused rumblings in the church, and a lot of people have not found their voice. They don't want to look at it really. Mm-hmm. They're frightened because if they lose that, they think they lose everything. It's their church becomes their linus blanket. But we're also a very immigrant church over here, as we always have been. The Catholic Church is predominantly working class and aristocracy, and the middle class educated are those who are working for change, without any doubt. And they are getting older. Mm-hmm. And that most of those were people who experienced Vatican II. I mean, a lot of these groups now, where these people meet, they were great leaders in the 60s, 70s and 80s. They're getting tired. Mm-hmm. And I don't see at the moment younger women or men coming up or speaking out. And I think if you read the tablet, you probably all heard of the tablet in Britain.
Yes.
It's all written, I mean, it might be written by younger people, the staff of the tablet younger people, but the people who read it and write in are mostly your old Vatican II people. There's a few others. And I sometimes wonder if a magazine like that will be able to continue if they don't somehow appeal to a younger church, which actually isn't really there. Mm-hmm. It's quite a serious situation here, in my opinion. You'll see full churches, but they're lovely people. But the concept of a church that needs changing, they're frightened. Mm-hmm. But if the Pope said tomorrow, change it, they change. And if the Pope said use Colgate toothpaste, they change. Mm-hmm. It's that kind of wrong form of Romanized obedience we've got here.
I see.
We're not as correct as America. America's a much bigger continent, and you've got all shapes and sizes there. I know that. You've got all your different ones. But here we're very small. We're only one little island. We're as big as one state, or even smaller. So you can see we're very different. We make a lot of noise, some of us, out of a few people.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And what about any thoughts about women priests? Do the people, the Catholics in England, especially the progressive Catholics, where are they in terms of the women's ordination movement?
I think Britain's ready for women's ordination. This is the irony. If you talk, my little parish, which is a very immigrant parish, and they'd all have it tomorrow, if the Pope said, or the bishops. And they know what I do. And when we had a changeover of bishop coming in, I stood up and challenged the bishop, why can't we have women priests if you've got lack of vocations? And they all liked it, they loved it, they came and told me afterwards. The ordinary people, if there's such a thing as an ordinary person, that really want it. They take it, they can't see the reason why. And some of them don't know we haven't got married priests, that's even funnier. I think we've got them. But I think you meet more resistance from the so-called educated class. Hang on, hang on, excuse me. Ring that bell there. Ring that bell. Ring it. There, yeah? Ring it.